Hello, everyone. I'm physics teacher, and welcome to my podcast where I attempt to teach high school physics and chemistry concepts to my daughter in elementary school. Say hi, Coins.
Hi.
Be sure to listen to the end to see how she does on her final quiz of 5 questions. If you enjoy it and want a second season, let us know. This is episode 3, where I try to teach her about orbits and satellites. All right, Coins. You remember episode 2 we learned about weight and mass?
Sure.
Okay. All right, so let's just recall. Weight is the force of gravity that acts on something, and it's measured in
Newtons.
Newtons. And mass is the amount of stuff something has, and we measure that in
Like grams.
like grams, kilograms, yes. All right. So, let's imagine the ISS. Do you know what the ISS is?
No.
It's the International Space Station. So it's an orbit around the Earth, around 400 kilometers above us. Now, how much gravity do you think is on the ISS? Do you think the people up there are weightless?
No.
No, they're not weightless? Why not?
I mean, yes.
Yes, they're... Okay, why?
Because you asked me a question on the first one, and I'm guessing I'm wrong.
Don't second guess It's okay. Don't second guess yourself. I do this to students who write tests in my physics class.
That sucks.
Don't second guess yourself. All I want is an explanation for whichever answer you choose. So, the astronauts up there on the International Space Station, just floating around, do you think they're weightless? Okay, let me start with something simpler. If they go from the Earth up into space, does their mass change? The amount of stuff they're made up of, does that change?
No.
Okay. How about roller coasters? You like roller coasters?
No.
Okay. Remember last year I took you on Vortex?
Sad.
Sad, okay. Was that fun?
Sure.
Sure. Do you want to go on it again?
No.
No, okay. All right. When you're dropping on a roller coaster, where do you feel like your body's going?
Heaven?
Okay. Which would be in what direction?
Up?
Okay. Even though you're dropping, it feels like you're going up.
Yes.
So if you had a scale beneath you, do you think that scale would read something greater or something less?
In what scenario?
And you're dropping. For some reason, I don't know how we would do this experiment. We're sitting on a scale, which is completely screwed into our seat.
Okay.
Right? And the roller coaster drops. Now, you just said it feels like you're going up even though you're dropping. So would you consider that lighter or heavier?
Lighter.
Lighter. Okay, so that would be lighter. All right, we're getting there. Now, what do you think you would feel if the elevator just fell without any brakes, nothing? All the cords are cut. The brakes don't work anymore. It falls straight down, accelerating with gravity. What do you think you would feel? We're not going to do this experiment.
I think I would feel scared.
Of course. Of course. Okay. But more importantly, what do you think the scale would read?
Lighter.
Lighter. How much lighter?
I don't know.
In fact, it's a lot lighter. You would be floating in the elevator because you and the elevator are falling together. So you're not pushing off of the ground, or the ground isn't pushing off into you. So you would actually feel the exact same thing the astronauts feel on the space station.
That's cool.
Until you hit the ground. On the International Space Station, you are correct when you said they would weigh less. But
Exactly.
They wouldn't be weightless.
Exactly. So I was right.
Yes, you were. But do you know why they wouldn't be weightless even though they're floating around? Because on the elevator, you fall, you're floating around, a scale would read 0 because you're not pushing up against the scale. But you're not weightless. So remember the definition for weight. It's the force of gravity that acts on you. Now, there is a force of gravity acting on the space station. If there wasn't, it would just fly off into space, never to return. But Earth is holding it here.
Orbit.
Orbits, yes, we are about to talk about orbits. So Earth is holding it here. So there's clearly gravity. It's not as much here on Earth. If I were to give values to it, on Earth it's about 9.8, and on the space station it's about 8.7. So we're comparing like very small amounts there. But they're floating because just like on the elevator, they're falling. Okay, so on the International Space Station, all the astronauts are falling, which is why they're floating. And they're falling because the Earth is pulling them towards it. So here's the hard question. Why do they never crash?
Orbit. Gravity. Super cool.
Just going to throw out words there. Don't worry. This is a very hard concept. Most adults don't understand. Okay? It's something we learn when we take high school physics, which not many people do. All right, so to send a spaceship up into space, you don't just fire it straight up. Because if you fired it straight up, it would go all the way up. And then when it ran out of fuel, it would come straight back down. Even if it made it to space. Space is only about 100 kilometers up, and then we have no more atmosphere. So what we need to do is to get it spinning around the planet. So the rocket goes up and then goes sideways. Most of the time, it's trying to go sideways. Right? So imagine throwing a ball. Right? If you throw a ball, it might just go, a couple of meters? But then if you throw it really, really fast, it might go 50 meters. Now, I'm going to ask you a question. Is the Earth round or flat?
Round.
Oh, thank you. Okay, so the Earth is round. So when you throw a ball, the further you throw it, the more around the Earth it goes. This was Newton's idea. This is actually Newton's idea. Well, way before we even had rockets. He imagined a cannon on a mountain. And if he could fire that cannonball with a high enough speed, it would end up falling around the planet and go into orbit. So it falls down, but it never gets closer to the Earth because as it falls down, the Earth curves away from it.
Oh.
Okay, that's what orbit is. Okay?
Yes.
Do we understand?
Sure.
We'll find out at the end when we do the quiz. All right. Next thing I want to talk about are satellites. You know what a satellite is?
Sure.
Tell me what a satellite is.
It's a thing in space.
Okay, we need to be way more specific with that definition.
What? It's internet, I think.
Okay, so like the satellites, the artificial satellites that
Google Maps.
Sure, that companies or countries create and throw up there. Not throw up there, but launch up there. Okay, those are actually artificial satellites. Okay, any object that orbits a planet is considered a satellite to astronomers. So the moon...
trash?
Sure, if we threw trash up there, and there is a lot of trash up there, if it's orbiting the Earth, yes, it's a satellite.
What?
But those are artificial satellites. A natural satellite would be the moon. The moon orbits around the Earth. It's a natural satellite.
Why is it so far away?
You wouldn't want it to be close.
Why not?
It would cause problems. But anyways, Mercury and Venus, those are the two planets closer to the sun than we are. They actually don't have any natural satellites.
Haha.
Mars has two. I'll tell you what they're called. They're called Phobos and Deimos. And I know you used to always try to quiz me on Greek gods because you had like an interest in Greek gods. So...
I don't know no Phobos and Deimos.
Phobos and Deimos are the sons of Ares. You know who Ares is?
Yeah, I know who Ares is.
He's the god of what?
War.
The god of war, yes. And Phobos and Deimos are the gods of fear. Specifically, Phobos represents panic and Deimos terror. So Mars has two moons, Phobos and Deimos. Jupiter has, I don't know, dozens and dozens of moons, but four of the biggest ones are Ganymede, Io, Callisto, and Europa. Saturn's largest moon is Titan. Have you heard about that one before?
Yes.
Uranus's largest moon is Titania.
So original.
And Neptune's largest moon is Triton. Now,
I know
according
who
to...
Triton is.
He's the Greek god of what?
Sea.
Do you know what Neptune is?
It's like another god of like...
He's the god of the sea, but he's actually the Roman god of the sea. Yeah, in physics, a lot of things are either Greek or Roman. All right, let's do our quiz.
Because I'm big-brained.
Yes, all right. Let's see how we do on the first one. Are the astronauts on the ISS weightless?
I already answered this question.
Yeah, but now it's the quiz.
No.
No, okay. So why do they float?
Less gravity.
Nope.
What? Because they want to?
I want to float right now, but that doesn't mean I can do it.
But, like, it's because of less gravity.
All right, so the reason why they float, this was a hard concept, is because they're actually falling. The space station is falling, and they're inside the space station falling. Just like a person inside of an elevator that's falling. Which hopefully would never happen.
I knew that.
Okay. We'll give you a half a mark on that question.
No, a full mark.
No.
I answered the first question. Come on.
Second question. If an elevator were accelerating down, would a scale read your weight as heavier or lighter?
This is easy.
Okay.
Lighter.
All right, good. We'll give you that one. Okay. What is the difference? Question 3. What is the difference between a natural and an artificial satellite?
Okay, so like natural is like the moon.
Yep.
The moon.
And artificial?
Things man-made.
All right, there you go. Good. We got that one too. All right. Question 4. What are the names of Mars's 2 moons?
So I totally can't read it. So
She's reading my notes right now. This is what we call cheating in high school.
You're the one showing it right here.
Well, let's see if you can even pronounce them.
Phobos and Deimos.
Okay.
Haha.
All right, I don't know if we should count that one.
No, we should.
Let me know in the comments if we consider that cheating or not.
It's
But
not.
Question number 5, you won't see anywhere in my notes. What is the largest moon? And I haven't talked about this, so bonus question. I did mention this moon, so the name is there in my notes. But what is the largest moon in our solar system?
This one's easy. It's Titan?
No. Sorry.
Oh, wait. Oh, I know what it is. Ganymede.
What was that? Ganymede?
I don't know how to pronounce it.
Ganymede? You gonna go with Ganymede? Yes or no? Are we going with Ganymede?
Yes.
Yes, it's Ganymede. Just so you know, our moon's pretty big. It would come in 5th place in terms of like size. Yeah, 5th place. Our moon's in 5th place. If anyone in the comments knows what's in 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, let us know.
I know what it is.
It's 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, but we're gonna let the viewers decide that. All right. I will see you next time, as the next 3 episodes, or episodes 4, 5, and 6 for the seasons, will be on chemistry.
Haha, I'm good at chemistry. Totally, I think. Am I?
We'll see.